Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a video all about your Jupiter sign. So if you don't know your birth time, it might be a little bit more difficult to find your Jupiter sign, but definitely have a look at the link below. There'll be a birth chart calculator for you. I'll also try and find a Jupiter calculator specifically so you guys can find your Jupiter sign. So the reason why I want to do this video is because I have been looking up Jupiter, and it's an amazing planet about abundance, about wealth, and about joy, and about just manifestation. So if you have been having trouble manifesting things, if you are worried that you're not doing enough, then if you know your Jupiter sign, it can be a really good way of figuring out how you actually attract abundance and how you actually attract manifestations to come towards you. So you could be doing all the right things, but there could still be a blockage there, and Jupiter will help you to figure out how you're actually going to manifest. So we're going to go through all 12 signs and we're going to see how Jupiter affects you in that particular sign. So let's get started. We're going to start off with Aries, and all the timestamps will be down below for your Jupiter sign. So let's get started. So my Jupiter in Aries. So for you guys, it's really important for you guys to not plan things and to not overthink things, because Aries is the more impulsive sign, it's the leader, it's the first sign in the zodiac. It's really important for you guys to manifest your changes and your abundance and money and love, whatever it is, by using just your impulses. So basically, to manifest something, it's really good if you just have an idea, is to go straight for it. Just don't even overthink it, just go for it. And of course you can't be reckless, but if you really want to manifest something, it's really important to not judge yourself and to just go for it. And it's really, really important for you guys to not kind of overthink each individual step, because you guys have quite a high intuition in terms of like action, because Aries rules Mars, so it's all about action, it's all about forward movement, it's the masculine. So basically, because you are really bold, to be more bold will to help you manifest more things. So say if you do have Jupiter in Aries, which most likely you do, then it's really, really important for you to become more bold in your actions and become more bold when you actually take that first step. So if you actually want to manifest something, do that first step, and that will help you to manifest your goal. So say if you have a goal in mind, try to figure out what it is that you need to do to actually manifest it, and just go for it. Don't even think about it. It's really important to use kind of your exercising and things as well, because Aries and Mars are very much to do with the physical abundance. So it's really important for you to move your body, and it may help you to exercise. And if there's any anger around abundance or attracting things, then it may be really important for you to work on any anger issues as well, because Mars is all about anger and frustration, and anger can actually be a really big anchor to help you manifest what you need to manifest. So I'm also going to pull each sign a guidance card. So I'm going to pull Aries in Jupiter, a guidance card, and see what guidance wants to come up for Aries in Jupiter. So you guys have stirrings in the dark night, moonrise, beginnings, expectations, and excitement, which is really, really lovely. So this is all about you guys kind of thinking, is there anything out there that I'm going to actually attract? Is it actually coming towards me? Yes, definitely, 100%. Basically, you just have to get excited about it, because it is coming. This is just your sign that there is beginnings happening, but it will happen from emotional release and possibly some shadow work as well. So thank you so much for watching, and let's get started with the next sign. Hello Jupiter in Taurus. So you guys rule the body. You guys are very much a physical sign. So Taurus is all about the body. It's all about manifesting through your body. So for you guys, it's really, really important to become in tune with your body. So to manifest abundance is to really recognize what is good for you, what makes you feel comfortable, what makes your body feel nourished. So is it good food? Good exercise. I mean, exercise that suits you. Every exercise is different. It can be something as slow as yoga, or it can be something as fast as like boxing or running. It's really important to use your body as an anchor, as a guidance system to help you figure out what the right path is for you. So basically, you need to look into what feels physically good and bad for you. And also, Taurus is about the sign of family. So Taurus can be really, really helpful when it comes to manifesting things with other people. So use people within your manifestations. So it can also be really, really helpful for your luck and abundance to basically have a week or 2 weeks or a month where you're eating really, really well, so you can see how the manifestations start to arise for you. Because for you guys, it can be really, really important to work on your addictions, because you guys are fixed signs and you're also to do with food and luxuries and self-care. But if you go too much into that, it can get to the point where you're overwhelmed, or possibly overweight, underweight, you know, those sort of things, where it can come, your body can become sort of restricted, and because your gut possibly isn't balanced, it can be really hard to actually figure out, okay, what do I need to do to actually in this situation. If you've been eating really, really bad foods, you might really be uncomfortable with making decisions. It could even be harder for you to make decisions. So let's get you your guidance cards. We're going to get doing a guidance card for every single sign. So Taurus. So you guys got releasing the past, disseminating, reflection time, contemplation of self, and going inwards. Lovely. So because you guys, as I say, are the physical sign, so because you guys are the sign of the body, it's really, really important for you to release any energy from the past that you've possibly been holding on to, and maybe not using, be careful how you use food to basically push down any emotions that you have. And the going inward is really, really important, because it's basically going to remove anything out the way that has been blocking you in terms of your manifestations. And because Taurus is such a fixed sign, it can hold on to emotions quite strongly. So a really big thing for Taurus is to not to focus solely on how to change something, and to just let it be as it is, and to not box things in. Tauruses are boxy type of people. They like to box things into categories. So for you, in terms of your manifestations, just let it come whenever it wants to come into your life. It might come in a way that you might not expect, and just go with that. So thank you, Jupiter in Taurus, and we're going to start off with the next sign. Hello, my Jupiter in Gemini. So you guys are all about communication. So you guys are ruled by Mercury. So the best way to manifest is to talk it out, talk it to people, ask for different opinions. Also for you guys, it might be really helpful to learn through knowledge. So if you guys are really wanting to manifest a career, try to look at whatever you can to research in that type of career, so you can really be prepared and flexible around whatever arises in that situation. For you guys, it's really nice to step back from your thoughts as well. So if you get kind of overwhelmed by all your thoughts, try to step back from them and kind of observe them as they come in, because you guys, your thoughts run wild sometimes. So it's really important for you to acknowledge all of those thoughts that come in and not to judge them, because you guys are such good imaginative people. You're so thoughtful and imaginative, and it's really important to use that to your advantage. So also, because you guys are a mutable sign, it's really, really good for you to be flexible. So the more flexible you can be within your thoughts, the more manifestation you're going to get. So talk about your different ideas to people, let it out. You can even like talk on camera to yourself, talk in the mirror, talk to somebody else. If you don't have anyone to really talk to about it, maybe even journal. That could also be something that's really, really good for you as well. So let's get you your guidance. So Jupiter in Gemini, use your intuition. That's amazing. Neptune, imagination, creative energy, tap into source. So this says use your intuition. So this is all about connecting to your third eye, listening to yourself, and trusting your inner guidance. And I feel like as well with your creative energy, it's really important to be creative with manifestations, because it helps it be more fun. It's not a chore, and it makes it feel like it's really kind of becoming into your energy. And also, if you're more of a visual person, it can be really helpful to do like a mood board, or do some scrapbooking, or kind of incorporate your manifestations into whatever you're doing on your day-to-day life. So it's not so much as a quote-unquote chore, but you're also aiming towards your goals, and you're not kind of pulling away from it as well. So thank you so much, Jupiter in Gemini. Let's get started with the next sign. Hello, Jupiter in Cancer. You guys are the intuitive ones. So you guys, your luck and abundance is found in your intuition, because you guys are ruled by the moon. You're very, very connected to your emotions. Your emotions are very, very prominent. So you guys most likely will be in more of a kind of connection to your manifestations, where it feels more connected to music, connected to animals, connected to love and abundance, and kind of this like love bubble. So I feel like for you guys, it's really important to connect to your intuition. Your intuition is going to be your absolute strongest guidance system. You guys, as I say, are very, very intuitive, and I feel like a lot of you guys, if you work on your self-worth and your worth to receive, your intuition will become much more higher, because you can trust yourself and trust your innate first gut instinct, because this is going to help you trust yourself and give you a much better relationship to yourself. So for you guys, it's also really important to connect to your intuition in terms of your spirituality or religion. So if you guys have a belief system in terms of spirituality or religion, it's really important to go deeply into that. It's really important to trust your kind of belief system, whatever that is, whether it's God, universe, whatever it is. You really use that kind of intuitive connection to connect to your guides and things like that, because it can really allow you to feel less alone within your manifestations, and it can really almost be like a pal or a friend to help you manifest what you want to manifest. So I'm going to get you guys a guidance card. Let's see what Jupiter in Cancer needs to know. We have the full moon, letting it go, facing the shadow, and completion, completing the cycle. So for you guys, your full moon might be something that is kind of coming up for you at the moment, because you guys are ruled by the moon. It's not really any wonder why this card has come up for you guys. So facing your shadow is really, really important. This will help you to connect more to your intuition. And there's a sense of completion. So if you guys are feeling really stuck and wondering when is my manifestation coming, most likely it's because the cycle is still completing itself. And also the full moon is all about heightened emotions. So if you can really connect to your emotions and listen to what they're really saying, then there's going to be a much more stronger connection with you and your intuition together. So thank you so much, Jupiter in Cancer. Let's get started with the next sign. Hello, Jupiter in Leo. So you guys are ruled by the 5th house, which is fun. So because you guys are ruled by the 5th house, it's really, really important for you guys to be yourself, being 100% authentic within your energy. So because Leo is this kind of beautiful, big energy, it's very much about kind of enjoying life, really kind of being the center of attention. Of course, not for everyone, but for a lot of people. You can get more shy Leos, but a lot of the time it's very much a creative energy. So it's really important for people to see your confidence. It's really important for you to be creative. Leos are extremely creative. They're all flirting, they're all romance, love, childlike nature, sometimes childish nature. So it's really, really important to help you manifest by being 100% authentically you. So as a Jupiter in Leo, you might push it down and force it down and make people think that you have to be a certain way, or try to entertain or force your type of personality onto other people to make them see you in a certain way. But the best way to actually manifest your abundance is to be completely you, which might be something that you really struggle with, especially if you've had insecurities from when you were younger or when you were a child. So it's really, really important for you to express that creativity and be messy about it. Don't worry about how it's actually going to turn out. Also for you guys is to be discerning of what opportunities actually come up for you. It's really, really important that if there's something that's draining your energy, is to let it go. So if there's something that makes you feel bogged down, that makes you feel like there's something that's less fun, obviously it's good to be serious too, but in terms of Jupiter, Jupiter's about that happy, kind of fun, expansive energy. So the more expansive you can be within your soul, within your personality, within your genuine energy, then that will help you create abundance within your life with Jupiter. So let's have a look for a guidance card for you guys for Jupiter in Leo. Let's see what you guys get. Oh, you got 2 cards. So we have use your intuition, Neptune, imagination, creative energy, and tap into source, which is amazing. And then we also have under the surface, moon in Scorpio, intensity, emotional needs, and I desire. So it's really important for you to tap into your emotional needs, trust yourself, and to also, there's a lot of desires that you guys have in terms of everyone is completely different. So your needs are going to be different to other people's needs. So in terms of your imagination, your creative energy is so important, especially with your sacral chakra. So if you guys have had a really bad time around kind of connecting to others, sexual energy, then your sacral chakra might need a little bit of tweaking. And just if you're struggling with that, it can be really important to have a look at unblocking your sacral chakra. So possibly Google opening your sacral chakra. Is going to be so many different sources out there, and it's really, really important for you guys to do that. So follow your intuition, guys. You're doing a really good job. So let's get started with the next Jupiter sign. Hello, Jupiter in Virgo. So for you guys, your luck and abundance is found in being kind to yourself and others. So Virgo is the it's ruled by the 6th house. It is the house of perfectionism, and Virgos can be really, really hard on themselves. So it's really, really important to relax your inner critic, to make sure you're being really, really kind to yourself, and to give genuine compliments, basically to share your energy more. So Virgos can really close themselves off, especially when they're feeling vulnerable or they want to share something, because they are that perfectionistic energy. They're the energy of I have to do things a certain way, otherwise it's not going to work. work, and basically it's to manifest the best abundance that you can possibly manifest is to be really, really kind to yourself and soften that energy. Just basically soften the edges. And it's really, really important to be kind to yourself. As I say, Virgos are the perfectionists, and it's a perfectly beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with being a perfectionist, but it's really, really important to be kind to yourself within that perfectionism, because perfectionism is just an opportunity for you to be yourself, and perfectionism is in the eye of the beholder. Like, everyone is different when it comes to perfectionism, so your perfectionism could be different to somebody else's perfectionism. So it's really, really important for you guys to love yourself, be really kind to yourself, and give out more love to yourself and others, and that will help you to expand your energy and help you to create much more luck and abundance in your life. It's basically to soften your flow, really, to soften your flow. So let's get you a guidance card and let's see what's going on for you guys. We have United in Love, which is so much for you. I feel that makes so much sense. Venus, attraction, romance, and core values. So for you guys are going to possibly manifest some really lovely things in love. And when you're watching this video, this is obviously going to be when you're needing to watch it. So most likely you're single, or you're struggling in love, or you're struggling to really love yourself. So this is going to be a really important part of you to figure out what your core values are. And the more you love yourself, the more it's going to be really easy to attract abundance, because you're going to have this stronger sense of self-worth and you're not going to judge whatever comes to you. So thank you so much, Jupiter in Virgo. Let's get started with the next Jupiter sign. Hello, Jupiter in Libra. So for you guys, your luck is found in justice and balance and fairness. So this makes so much sense because Libra is all about balance. It's all about getting the right equilibrium. So it's really, really important for you guys to include other people in your manifestation. So ask people for advice. And also you can also choose for yourself, but it's really important to involve other people, because Jupiter in Libra is all about the other. It's all about including lots of people around you. Also, it's really important to ask people for recommendations in terms of your energy, because Jupiter is all about expansion. It's about including others. It's all about the essence of like doing more and being more. So it's really important to include somebody who is really close to you, but not to have a leader dynamic where you are somebody who is the leader. You're somebody who is always the one to kind of be the top person. You kind of have to make sure there's a balance there. There's no kind of competition. Libra is definitely not a competitive sign. So balance is going to be the most important thing for you guys, and having justice within your life. So basically when you get an opportunity coming towards you, it's when you have justice in your opportunity. So if you feel really good about a certain opportunity, that's going to really, really help you move forward with it. And if there's any resistance, definitely step back and think about if this is the right opportunity for you guys. So basically Libra is about including lots of people in your situation, like I said. So it's all about you empowering your actions and being considerate when it comes to other people, because Libra is very much about that balance and including others. So let's get you your guidance card. Let's see what Jupiter in Libra is all about. So Jupiter in Libra, all in perfect timing. I'm picking up for some of you guys as well, you might have Aries in your chart too, so it might be all about kind of being more patient, which you guys don't like to do, but who does, you know? So all in perfect timing, moon bow openings, divine timing, and portals. So don't try to put yourself in a box. Don't try to press yourself, your manifestations to come. It is all coming in perfect timing. And it's really important for you to open yourself up to kind of anything new that wants to come in. Try not to be too fixated on just one opportunity. You never know what actually might come about. So don't try to cut yourself off from anything that wants to come in. If it's not something that is out your comfort zone, let it come in, discover it. So thank you, Jupiter in Libra. Let's get started with the next sign. Hello, Jupiter in Scorpio. So you guys are all about passion. You guys are a fixed sign. You have Jupiter in a fixed sign in water. So you guys, you're a very passionate sign, very creative, very emotionally driven. So for you guys, it's really important not to become stubborn in one certain way of thinking, one certain way of manifesting. Do a lot of research into the things you want to manifest into your life, because Scorpio is such a deep sign. It's a detective of the signs. It's really important for you guys to look at all angles of the situation. Also to follow your passion. So if you're in a job or you're in a place where it doesn't really follow your passion and you possibly can't move yet, it's really important to adjust that situation to make sure there's passion there. So say it could be change out the colour of your walls, it could be moving furniture around, like it could be getting rid of furniture, getting rid of objects that don't drive your passion anymore. It could be getting rid of people in your life that don't drive your passion. It's really important not to diminish that flame, because Scorpios are very much about the eagle, it's about the phoenix, it's about fire, it's about inner feminine fire. Of course, it doesn't have to be feminine, but it is very feminine feminine as well. So it's that intense energy to drive and be very passionate. So don't ever diminish your fire around other people. And if people are diminishing your fire, then let them go out of your life, because it's not worth it, and it may impact your luck with Jupiter. So don't be afraid to change whenever it feels necessary. You guys are fixed signs, so it might be more difficult for you to want to do this. So that is going to be your lesson in terms of this lifetime. So let's get you your guidance card. So you guys have two. You have the Great Awakening, Jupiter, expansion, growth, bigger picture, which is funny because this video is all about Jupiter. And then we also have Gibbous Moon, time to bloom, trust in the universe, ideas into fruition, and just believe. So you guys is really asking you to tap into your intuition and really look into your Jupiter sign, because Scorpio is such an intense energy. There's most likely going to be quite a lot of energy relating to this Jupiter sign. Your energy might be directed straight towards this sign, especially if you have more mutable signs in your other aspects. It may be that a lot of your energy is directed with your Scorpio, because Scorpio kind of sucks up all the energy from other signs because it's very, very intense. It wants you to be noticed. It wants to make you notice your Jupiter sign. So thank you so much. Let's get started with the next Jupiter sign. Hello, Jupiter in Sagittarius. So because you guys are all by the 9th house, which is travel, foreign languages, change, you're going to find your luck within change. So it's really important for you guys to do some traveling, learn some new languages, get out there, really kind of expand your ideas and your awareness. Sagittarius are really good at kind of taking on lots of different elements because they're about exploration. They love to find new things, look into different things, and it's all about the fire. It's the passion that comes behind Sagittarius, especially for some of you guys who are very much scared of kind of being in the limelight. This is actually asking you to tap into your confidence and not worry about what's going to happen on the other side of starting something new. So it's really important to follow your intuition, follow your instincts, and possibly have a debate with somebody. Tell someone what you're really interested in and really explore and show them what you're interested in. Sagittarius is kind of like a more like show-offy energy, but that really gives them a chance to express themselves. They're very expressive and they're very vocal. They're very kind of like cut and dry with what they like to talk about. So this can really, really help you to express yourself. So if you're more of a shy, kind of introverted, sensitive person, this is most likely going to be your lesson to let people know what you're really interested in, to take more trips, to be more spontaneous, so you can really embrace more energy, and it's showing the universe or God or whoever you kind of look up to that you are ready for new change. And it can be really important to change your environment, possibly change your home, change your car, whatever you use to travel or to settle in a home. It can be really important to change that because it allows your space to change and your energy to shift, and really use your intuition to use that kind of change and figure out if that's the right change for you, because obviously not every change is the right thing, but if it feels right, then go for it. Especially when you move house, that's really important because your energy might start to be stagnant. So if it starts to feel stagnant, it can be really important for you guys to move house or to just move yourself in the environment. So definitely change is going to be your best thing. So those of you my stubborn people, it might be a little bit more difficult for you guys. So your guidance card is create your sanctuary, which is so much about the home. I love that. The home, stability and the divine feminine. So really your home is so, so, so important. It can be really important to organize your home in a way that feels right for you. And don't be afraid to change up your environment as well. If you want to kind of have a different vibe that you're not really used to, that possibly your home has been the same way for like 10 years, change it up a bit, bring some more color into it, and don't be afraid to do things that are different to what you normally would do. So thank you so much, Jupiter in Sagittarius. Let's get started with Capricorn. Hello, Jupiter in Capricorn. So for you guys, your luck is found in balance and taking things one step at a time and slowing down and resting. So this may seem kind of like counterproductive, like not really worth doing, but for you guys, Capricorn is a very stable sign. It's very, very stable. It's very kind of intense. It's very much about structure. It's ruled by Saturn, so it's very much like slow and steady wins the race, which for you guys who have this sign, you might not like it so much, which is why we have a certain aspect in our chart so we can really work with it. So for you guys, it's really important to rest, to plan, and to take your time with your manifestations, to trust the universe that things are working out. Things might take a little bit more hard work for you guys, but that's because it's basically a long time sometimes to you actually manifest something, but that time is worth taking because it means your manifestation is going to last longer and you're going to have a larger manifestation at the end of that resting period. And to trust the universe that it has your back and you're not left on your own. It's also really important for you guys to embrace your boundaries, to bring your boundaries into play. So if something is really bothering you, to put up your boundaries and to say no when you need to say no. Spend time with family, spend time with friends, and make time for spontaneous things. Make sure it's not all or nothing. It's kind of, make sure it's not too much work and not enough play. And if you haven't really got too much of a community around you, bring play into your life by yourself. Do things that really excite you, and don't worry too much about your manifestation not coming. It will come, and it is coming towards you. It just may take a little bit longer than what you expected. So let's get you a guidance card for you guys. Also, for you guys, it's really important for you to stop putting your energy into things that you don't really like, because that can really drain you and make you feel like you're not doing enough. So for you guys, you got a solid foundation, which makes so much sense because Capricorn is all about foundation. They love structure. They love things that are long term. So solid, it's a solid foundation, Juno, partners, marriage and loyalty. So for you guys, you might actually have with Jupiter in Capricorn, for you guys, it may take a time for you to be married. It may take time for you to have a relationship, but it's worth the wait. It doesn't mean you're not going to have it. It just means it may take longer for you to have this marriage, but the marriage that you have most likely will be a very, very long one because you've taken the time to rest, to plan, and that's obviously the energy that surrounds you in terms of your Jupiter sign. So this is all about Juno. Juno is a very beautiful energy. I love this card. It's all about a solid foundation, taking your time. And earth signs normally do take more time to do things. And because we have a loyalty, be loyal in what you really love and don't kind of neglect things that you haven't really kind of committed to. So say if there's something you really want to manifest, don't ever give up on it. Maybe take a different turn and don't try to think about it too much. Don't stress yourself out. You guys might be the perfectionists. So thank you so much, Jupiter in Capricorn. Let's get started with the next sign. Hello, Jupiter in Aquarius. So for you guys, you may be the ones that kind of are really, really hard on yourself. You may have a sense of perfectionism or a sense you feel kind of distant to your abundance. So for you guys, you rule the 11th house, so that's to do with friends, to do with communities, to do with kind of personal connections. So it's really, really important for you guys to include other people in your manifestations, and to also, when you become more abundant, when abundance and manifestations start to come in, you may start to feel a little bit distant because it's something that maybe you've taken the time to manifest. It may have taken too long than what you think, but actually it's all working out in the natural timing. It may just be that you have to work through any blockages around connection and being intimate with your kind of manifestations. It may just take a little bit of time, but it's really, really important not to judge when it comes in. So you guys, your luck is found in seeing how everything works together, how things are connected. Aquarius is very much the humanitarian. It's about technology, it's about hope. So for you guys, it's really, really important to have hope in your manifestations. Have hope in how you manifest. There is not going to be a certain way you guys are going to manifest because you have a kind of disconnect to things. You're very good at observing, but it's really, really important for you guys to acknowledge that it's not always going to work out the way that you think it is, but it's really, really important to involve people in your connections because you are the humanitarian. You're the energy of connecting people together and bringing things together. So it's really important to have that connection, that foundation as well. Also, it's really important to take some space, change your usual routine, and also if you get a spur of the moment kind of energy where you feel like just go for it, then go for it. Your energy is very much a fluid energy. It's all about kind of going with wherever your intuition takes you, and that humanitarianism is a very natural essence for you guys as well. So let's get you a guidance card, Jupiter in Aquarius. You guys have Taming the Wild, Untamed, Dark Feminine, Young Rebellion. So for you guys, you may have kind of stopped yourself from being that feminine energy. Everyone has feminine and masculine energy, whether you're a female or a male. And also your untamed feminine is very much about that sexual energy. So it's very creative. So if you guys get creative about your feminine, be untamed and wild within what you really, really want. So don't try to push down what you want. Don't try to minimize your abundance. Imagine that this is going to be something that you can manifest, and just go for it, because it doesn't mean that it's not going to manifest. It just might manifest in something different, and most likely other people will come into your life naturally who will help you manifest this. So thank you so much, Jupiter in Aquarius. Let's get started with the next sign. Hello, Jupiter in Pisces. Your luck is found in inner peace and acceptance. So for you guys, you may have a sense of needing to control situations, needing to control the situation. Do not overthink anything that you are manifesting. Go for it intuitively. You guys are extremely intuitive. Pisces is all about dreams. It's all about that 12th house of letting go, of karma, of imagination. It's everything you can't physically touch. So for you, it's really important to use your imagination, to use your creativity, to actually manifest what is it that you want to manifest. And don't judge yourself on what it is, because you obviously are meant to have it for a reason. So open yourself up to inspiration, open yourself up to new opportunities, and kind of go with your intuition and meditate. Meditation is going to really, really help you. You guys are all about the mind, about intuition. So wherever it takes you to meditate, wherever your intuitive guidance comes in, this is going to be really, really important. So wherever this Jupiter is in your chart, it will really, really help you to figure out how is that going to help you to manifest. So say it's in your 6th house, it may be really helpful to exercise to manifest your abundance, because your intuition might be really, really high when you actually exercise. If it's in your 10th house, you could get a lot of intuitive downloads by learning and by manifesting your work, and by doing work you might get a lot of intuitive downloads, or you might even have an intuitive job where you're using your intuition on the daily. So also just go with the flow with your abundance, and don't try to force or push anything. You'll know when it's the right timing to start something or go with something. It's all about feeling into your manifestations, that sort of thing. And it's about balance and just really taking care of yourself. And it's also with your inner peace, it's really, really important to accept things if they don't work out, because it is for your divine connection, it's for your divine life. So let's get you your guidance card. So you guys have Unveiling the Shadow, Prenumbral Eclipse, Look Within, Reveal and Transform Hidden Feelings. So you guys are the feelers. You guys will have very intense shadows, because there's a sense of that imagination, that 12th house of karma. So for you guys, it's really, really important for you to unveil your shadow, to really look at anything that has been blocking you in terms of your feelings, any sort of feelings you have around self-worth, around your abundance, and to really look into any hidden feelings that have kind of been bothering you. So if you've kind of been feeling a little bit lackluster, do some meditation, really kind of figure out what's going on with you, and try not to disconnect yourself from your emotions. It's really, really important to connect and to really get kind of curious about what's going on with you. So thank you so much, Jupiter in Pisces. That is it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you. I love all the support you've been giving me on my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you very soon. Also, if you guys would like a private reading, or you want to check out my crystal shop, all that information as usual will be down below in the description box. I love you, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.